On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now back to Jersey's Morning Show, Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
Our Forge Jewelers Omega time is 7:37. Forge Jewelers, the official jeweler of 1450 WCTC. Welcome back to Jersey Central here on this Monday. It is Bert. Your chance to win some New Jersey Instant Lottery tickets is coming up in just a bit. A special event that is happening tonight at the Bickford Theater at the Morris Museum in Morristown, a special concert to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the passing of ragtime musician, famed musician Scott Joplin. There's going to be a terrific night of music happening tonight. And joining me now on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline is one of the musicians who will be appearing there tonight to play this fantastic music. As Jeff Barnhart is joining me this morning with some information on tonight's concert. Jeff, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Good morning, Brett. I'm doing great. We flew in from Mississippi yesterday, and now we're back here in New Jersey getting ready for a gala event tonight. It's going to be fantastic.
Good for you. This sounds like a great night of music and celebrating one of the real virtuosos of all time. Now, if he passed away 100 years ago, Jeff, what period or what years would you say artistically was Scott Joplin kind of the master of his craft? What kind of period are we talking about?
He was the master of the craft and an architect of a new kind of music from about 1897 until his passing in 1917. The big watershed year was 1899 when he had the Maple Leaf Rag published, and it became the first example of printed sheet music to sell over 1 million copies in the history of printing. So it was a really big deal, and also a tune you still hear worldwide today, played by soloists, orchestras, bands. You know, it's part of the warp and woof of world music now.
Wow. So a guy in the 1800s that was kind of making his mark musically, we still sort of celebrate his achievements today, which I think is remarkable.
Yeah, and he set the landscape for the rhythms and the forms and the excitement of what would end up being the jazz age that we continue to celebrate as well. He was a true pioneer, the deep roots of the American musical tree. Scott Joplin is one of the deepest.
Yeah. Talk about these arrangements, Jeff. Were these difficult to learn? Do you need to have some, just to kind of be a real in-depth fan of Scott Joplin to pick up these arrangements? Talk about learning these pieces.
No, you really don't. I used to do a lot of teaching, and young people loved the challenge of playing them because they are challenging. I would say if you're intermediate to an advanced pianist, certainly you'll be able to master them relatively quickly. But then there are nuances, exciting stuff, and those rhythms, again, are very infectious. It's just it's a big party, and people love that uniqueness about it. It combines beauty and excitement in a truly unique way.
So people that know that song that was from the movie in the 70s, The Sting, and the song The Entertainer ties directly back to Scott Joplin. You want to talk about that connection?
I sure do, yeah. In the early 70s, that movie The Sting came out, and music director Marvin Hamlish had heard his nephew playing a Joplin rag, loved the music, and said, you know what, this is what I'm going to use as the musical score for the movie The Sting. So as a result, ballroom pianists across the nation had to start playing Scott Joplin's Entertainer as The Sting instead, because nobody would ask for it as, hey, would you play The Entertainer? They wanted to hear Marvin Hamlish as The Sting. But it didn't matter one way or the other. It was a great song, and of course, we'll be featuring that rag, both those rags, Maple Leaf Rag and The Entertainer, heavily this evening in different interpretations, having a great time throwing it back and forth. It's going to be a very dynamic performance tonight.
Yeah, talk about the other performer who was there, Richard Dowling. You guys are going to kind of be doing some dueling things on the pianos. How is that going to work?
It'd be more of a collaboration, dueling in the sense D-U-A-L. We're dear friends. He's going to let his hair down a lot tonight because he just, on Saturday night, the actual date 100 years later, commemorating the passing of Scott Joplin, he did two Carnegie Hall concerts in one day where he did all of Joplin's works, all of the rags, all of the waltzes, everything. So that was a high-pressure gig that Richard Dowling was working up to for the last 18 months. And now he's going to let it all out tonight. All of that energy that was pent up is just going to come rushing out on the keys.
Oh,
he's an amazing performer to watch, hear talk, and see performing. And then, so he may play something that has his interpretation. which is more of a Carnegie Hall approach.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll come out and play the same rag in more of a, let's say, for lack of a better word, sporting house or bar room approach.
Oh, beautiful.
And people will be able to actually hear the difference and also, see the possibilities that are available in Joplin's rags.
Yeah, this is going to be an amazing night of music tonight, 7:30 at the Bickford Theater at the beautiful Morris Museum in Morristown. You can still purchase tickets for the event tonight at morrismuseum.org. You can call the box office 973-971-3706, or you could purchase tickets in person tonight for what's going to be, it's 100 years in the making, tonight's concert that's going to be happening there in Morristown. Now, the type of piano, stride piano, Jeff, is that a style? Is that a particular type of piano? What is stride piano?
Stride piano is a style that's very near and dear to especially people of this area because it was truly developed in Harlem in the 1920s, 1930s, and the East Coast style of piano ragtime was becoming much more virtuosic, trying to keep up with New York, faster, more brash. And, so these were really ragtime players who were developing a new style that was more virtuosic, definitely faster, and I would say more in keeping with the times. So people like Eubie Blake, Fats Waller, Lucky Roberts, James P. Johnson. Later on, the great Teddy Wilson would be doing a more advanced style. Art Tatum was the final true stride player. So it's a big, it's a real muscular style and difficult to master today. I'd say there are about a dozen people in the world who do it convincingly.
Wow, 12 people. That's it? Wow.
Okay, maybe we'll make it 13 or 14. I might be forgetting.
I was going to say, but still, that's a very a very elite class of people that can play this kind of music. That's remarkable.
It's because it takes so much practice and study, and so you have to really decide you'd like to be a specialist to do it convincingly. But it's still, again, when people hear it, they don't care about trying to label it. They just, their feet can't stop moving, their faces begin to break into smiles, and they just, it was party music then. It's still party music now.
Man, this is going to be a terrific night tonight in Morristown at the Morris Museum, where you'll find the Bickford Theater to celebrate and commemorate the 100th anniversary of the death of Scott Joplin, really a pioneer in American music. And Jeff Barnhart will be one of the performers there tonight. MorrisMuseum.org for tickets, or you can get them in person at the box office tonight at Normandy Heights Road in Morristown. Free parking, full accessibility, and just a terrific, intimate venue for some legendary music. Anybody nowadays, Jeff, that you would compare Scott Joplin to, if you're looking for sort of a modern person that you would compare him to? Is there anybody?
It's hard to, because the styles are so different.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to pinpoint any artist who is now doing that. But, of course, we still have our pioneering artists. And then we have some very well-respected musical artists who are making a nod towards the pioneers. That biop of Bessie Smith that Queen Latifah did was, the historians are saying, well, I'm not sure. But musically, for me, it was very important. Queen Latifah is such a great artist, and the stuff she brought out to introduce an entire new generation to the story and the music of Bessie Smith was invaluable to me as a historian, to my first love, which is the music of the first half of the 20th century. That sort of attention that's coming back now towards the greats is so valuable to all of us as a people, as people who care about our musical heritage. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pioneers that are out there doing it now. Interestingly, there are quite a few young artists who are continuing the ragtime tradition. They're still writing within the style, but bringing new and more contemporary ideas to it. I would urge anyone who has any interest in that to just put in contemporary ragtime in Google and check out the hundreds of sites that you could learn some stuff from. Because there's a lot going on right now in the modern times. Again, a nod back to the original music.
Good stuff. Jeff Barnhart, have some fun tonight in Morristown at the 100th anniversary of the passing of Scott Joplin. A terrific night of music. Thank you for your time today, and have some fun this evening. It was great speaking with you, all right?
Bert, thank you for all you all do. The radio is so vibrant because of people like you.
I appreciate that. Wow. Thank you very much, Jeff. I appreciate that. And again, you can get tickets for the show tonight, morrismuseum.org. The box office number, 973-971-3706. Or get tickets in person at the Bickford Theater box office in Morristown. But that's going to be a terrific, terrific night of music.